in front of her and everybody in that court, I was like, merch. Yeah, I was fucking stuck. Like, I'm like, they think I'm gonna go to jail? Do they really think I'm gonna go to jail? Hey guys, so right now, my first class has been canceled. That just blew me because I wouldn't have walked out here to class if I would have known it was canceled. All the teacher had to say was class was canceled. So let me check on this class. Okay, there looks like there's nobody in here, so I might be able to sit in here. Oh, no, there's a class in there. There's a class in there. Okay. There's a class in there. But today, I'm going to be video stopped. That's so stupid, but today I'm going to be doing a story time of the time I almost got arrested. Yay, sounds so fun, right? I know. Okay, so
I'm trying to see if I want to just tell y'all right now or do it later. But it's like, why not right now? I have about 50 minutes to spare, so here we go. Let me have my phone up somewhere. Okay.
So we're gonna flash back to about 2 years ago. Summertime. It was the 4th of July. I was going to Chicago to spend time with my family. And hey. Yeah, my video. But so yeah, I was going to Chicago to spend time with my family, and I spent probably like 3 days out there. I'm gonna say 2 because the weekend is 3 days, so I spent like 2 days out there. At this time, I had a boyfriend. Before I went out to Chicago, we got into it or whatever. I'm not sure, I don't remember what it was about, but I just know we weren't happy with each other at that moment. So I go out there and I spent 2 days out there. The second night I was out there, he said something. I really wish I could remember what it was, but he said something that made me think I'm gonna go home. It's Saturday, I was supposed to be going home on Sunday, but I'm going home today. I gotta figure this shit out, I'm going home right now. So my cousin was like, don't go. I'm like, I can't stay here and play dress up. Like, I can't go to the summer party and be happy. I'm not fucking happy. I'm going home. I need to figure this shit out. I just can't. I need to go home. So I went home, and I actually think it was karma biting my ass for going home at that time. I should not have went home at that time. I should have went home when I planned to go home. That's why. Oh, look, I'm not even gonna say, look. Okay, so I'm driving home. It's about a 3.5 hour drive from Chicago to my home. I get like 40 minutes out. In Illinois, they drive so reckless. They piss me off. They drive very fast and very stupidly reckless. So there was a car who was on my ass. Excuse me, but the car was on my ass, y'all. It was like right here on me, G. And I got mad. So I'm like, this is road rage. I don't condone this behavior, but I did it. I'm sorry. I've been forgiven. But yes, I let them get past me and then tried to do it to them. So as I'm trying to broom that bitch to get up there, a sheriff seen me. So he caught me at like, okay, my story sucks. So yeah, I gotta delete shit in the middle of making a video. But he caught me driving that fast and he pulled me over. I was low-key mad because doing that speed limit, I still could not catch up to the person in front of me. So I feel like at that point, you should pull their ass over because they gotta be going faster than I'm going if I can't even keep up to them. Stupid sheriffs. But with me going over 30 miles over the limit, it was a mandatory court date. So about 2 months after that, my court date came. I had to drive back to Illinois for a court date. And when I got there, it was kind of like a process to where they had people filling out for a public defender if you needed one, if you didn't have a lawyer. And I didn't think I needed one because shit, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna just pay my money and I'm gonna go. Like, I literally thought I was gonna pay my money and go. I had to deal with the police before and tickets and shit. Usually, I pay my money and I go. That time, shit, they had another motherfucking thing for me, y'all. I came in there and I didn't fill out the public defender paper because they was like, basically, fill it out now so that when you go to the judge, you don't have to get sent back to fill it out. It's gonna take all day. I didn't fill it out, and I went up there and it was my turn, and I'm like, and she was like, do you have a public defender? I'm like, no, I didn't think I needed one. Like, I just thought I was gonna have to come pay my money and go. She was like, no. She said, everybody, she stopped the court, y'all. She stopped the court. She was like, everybody in here has a Class B misdemeanor. You guys can all get up to 6 months in jail with $1,500 of her and everybody in that court. I was like, merch. I was fucking stuck. Like, I'm like, they think I'm gonna go to jail? Do they really think I'm gonna go to jail? I'm like, out of all these fucking people in Illinois that drive like this, you think you're gonna take me to jail? Please. I'm like, I didn't tell them this, but I was like, if they don't tell me that I'm under arrest in this building, I'm not driving back to Illinois to go to jail. That shit dead. I was not gonna drive back to Chicago to be arrested. Okay, just letting that bit out there. Oh, let me stop. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. But it's just like, who does that? Like, tell me who does that. But, so basically, after my first court date, it was kind of like a series of court dates. Like, I had to have at least like 4 or 5 court dates. But in order to stay out of jail, my public defender made it so that I could do a certain amount of things that I had to pay for. I had to pay for all this shit. But the first thing I had to do was take a mother's drunk driving class, which taught me a lot. Like, I wasn't drunk driving, but it was just a requirement for me to show that I was learning about speeding and driving, because it's like the same effects. Like, they had me take a class where I was taught about people who were affected by drunk drivers, people who were going to a game with their sister and dad and then look up, somebody hit them with a car and their sister did, or like paralyzed half of their body down and they didn't even drink. It was motherfuckers hitting them drunk. So it was just, yeah, that. And then the second thing I had to do was take a traffic and safety school class. And that basically was a 4-hour-long class that I had to pay like $100 to do and drive all the way to Illinois to take and stay in there for 4 hours and drive back home. I'm having flashbacks, y'all, because I was not understood. I literally had to drive all the way to Illinois to take a class, and I had to pay for the class. Whew, okay. But the last thing I had to do was community service. I had to do 30 hours of community service through a non-profit organization, a business who doesn't get money from me working there, basically. And yeah, I didn't go to jail, thank God. And the craziest part is, like, no one in my family knew this was happening. Nobody in my family knew this was happening. I didn't even tell them that I went to Chicago, that I got pulled over. I didn't tell them shit. All I told them was, how do I get the insurance? How do I find the insurance because I'm getting pulled over? But nobody knew that I was out of state. Like, nobody knew I was out of state. That's why my mom, she'd be like, you're not going. I'm like, Mom, you know how many times I've been back and forth to Chicago and nobody knew about it? I'm going. Thank you very much. But yeah, y'all, that was the time I almost got arrested. I was not going though. I wasn't going. I was doing that community service. I was doing all of that shit. Ooh, no, what I was gonna tell you guys, what I forgot was the fact that why did one of my court dates, I probably had like, I told you, like 4 or 5 court dates. One of my court dates, I drove all the way to Illinois for a court date and locked my keys in the car outside. Literally locked my keys in the car outside. Like, I'm asking the people in the court, like, is anybody gonna help me unlock my car? Like, I gotta go back to home after this. I got a 3-hour drive. I gotta get home. They were like, ma'am, we can't do it. You have to call the police. I called the police. They came and let me in my car. But the craziest part was they didn't ask for any verification or nothing. I'm like, I could have been lying. I could have just seen the cars in there, the keys in there, and been like, yeah, this is my car. But it's because I'm a female, pretty female. You get things when you're pretty. It's not good, but it's our world. It's how it is, because that was just very stupid of him. I'm like, what type of stupid opposite of protocol is this? Even though if he would have asked me for information, I probably would have been mad at the same time. I was like, bitch, this is my car. I don't have to prove to you this is my fucking car. I'll tell you everything that's in this bitch. I'll tell you you're gonna find hella clothes in that motherfucking trunk. You're gonna find a pink shirt. I always tell him everything he's gonna find. Yes, hey, welcome to my YouTube channel. Nice to meet you. Don't touch my stuff. Yeah. Now he confused. Now he don't know what to do. Okay. Yeah, that's my story, you guys. At the time I almost got arrested. Yay. I was gonna be crying. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I wouldn't have been happy. I would have been scared.